For the people who are looking at this for the first time, who haven't really gotten their hands on LeanMail yet, there's a concern that, for instance, writing in a next action and putting in a when date, a deadline, is going to be a lot of admin work. What can you do? What can you say to console them in that respect?
Again, to me, it goes back to control. I take control of my diary, of my timetable. I am more creative than organized in a certain way. My wife is more organized than creative in a way, so we work really well together. Her head works like a calendar.
So you're saying, what I hear you saying is, I'm a creative type, and typically not as organized as, for instance, your wife, but this gives you the framework then to be organized.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it doesn't, you see, what I like about it is it didn't change me. I'm still creative. I still have in my head a big board with lots of post-its, a bit kind of, and to people it could look very messy. To me, it makes sense. But my emails don't have to be disorganized, or I have my own system. Because that's not under control. And the last thing I want as running a business or just for my work or other personal stuff is I don't want to drop the ball. I've changed how I do things, but changing how I do things is probably the wrong way on how to explain it. I've upgraded. I got an upgrade to my Outlook. That's more how to see it than I changed my way of handling emails. I didn't. I still reply. I still deal with them. I still organize them somehow. But the way LeanMail helps me is that upgrade. It's just better Outlook.
In terms of the time you spend on your email now, because of all the next actions and the prioritization and all of that, do you feel like you spend more time on email?
Oh no, way less. Way less, because I remember.
But how can you spend less time if you're adding next actions and doing that admin work?
I'll tell you about that. 15 years ago, I was delivering a course, and one of the attendant there was explaining to me how it changed how he managed paperwork, because he had to deal with a lot of paperwork as a national organization manager. And he used to put a dot at the top of each page anytime he touched a piece of paper. When you tidy up, what's that again? Put a dot. Read it, action it, put a dot. And I saved the time by not going back through my list of email, scrolling up and down and say, okay, what did I flag? What did I do this constantly? Am I forgetting something? What's on now? Or no, I do it once. And this is where I save the time. I put only two dots per email. One dot because I dealt with it, organized it, and the second time because I actioned it. That's it, and that's how it should be.